Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This news is about Mali. Malian citizens in one of the villages will benefit from water irrigation agriculture project that the government, together with the Africa Bank, are going to start. According to the news, 15,000 people will benefit from this project. Families, please watch and listen, and I'll be back.
Kick-off in Mali for the development works of the agricultural plains of Ndeye, Amadia, and Koriome in the Timbuktu region. These agricultural infrastructures will support government efforts to fight poverty, with a potential target of 15,000 beneficiaries. The launch of the works was carried out by the Prime Minister, Major General Abdoulaye Mayiga.
The first shovel stroke by the Prime Minister marks the official launch of the development project activities. The plains and schools of Timbuktu. These are the plains of Kouroumé, Amadia, and Dai in the communes of Timbuktu and Alafia. Its implementation should, on the one hand, address the deterioration observed in the hydraulic network, and on the other hand, consolidate the achievements of the Rural Development Support Project for the Dai, Amadia, and Kouroumé plains, which was carried out between 2001 and 2011.
The Timbuktu region is an agro-pastoral and flood recession farming area par excellence, which is rich in water resources, especially in its plains. It is very fertile, has significant livestock resources, and a young, committed, and available workforce. I can assure you that we, the farmers of the three plains, will spare no effort to ensure their development and sustainability for the benefit of our people.
Initiated by the government through the Ministry of Agriculture, the project for the development of the plains and schools of Timbuktu is funded by the West African Development Bank for a period of 5 years.
This project, along with all the other programs supported by our institution in the country, reflects the commitment of the highest Malian authorities and those of the West African Development Bank to strengthening cooperation between Mali and our bank for the improvement of living conditions for vulnerable populations.
According to the Minister of Agriculture, this project is strategic for the rural sector and for the food security of our country.
Through this project, the aim is to strengthen and to establish a comprehensive and robust innovation platform specifically designed for the vital rice, shallot, and potato agricultural sectors, built upon a strong, collaborative, multi-stakeholder approach to effectively meet evolving market demands and requirements.
The project to develop the plains and schools of Timbuktu aims to produce 10,400 tons of rice and 2,500 tons of market garden products. It involves 2,500 producer cooperatives and 15,000 farmers.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. I heard something like 2001, 2011. It means there were other projects there before. Whatever reason, as we all know, it wasn't working properly. And so they are now going to start a new one and hopefully repair the old one so it will work. It's a joy to watch them because I said that in one of my videos. Even now, they are distributing food to internally displaced people, elderly people in the Kidal area. And YouTube trying to translate it, but I always tell you, when it comes to Niger, Mali, French, it's not easy to translate. So even the YouTube dubbing doesn't work. It has messed up the video. I couldn't react on it. Maybe I will just show you a video with that.
For the students, the launch of activities for the month of October, the month of solidarity, and the fight against exclusion took place in Kidal under the high presidency of the Major General and the regional governor. The week dedicated to the elderly continues with a concrete act of solidarity. 32 bags of rice and 5 bags of maize were distributed to about 100 beneficiaries. This significant social action is also part of the 30th edition of the Month of Solidarity.
In Kidal, the activities began with the distribution of food and non-food kits to the elderly, vulnerable people and victims of flooding. This was followed by visits to the oldest people in the city of Kidal by the regional governor, accompanied by a large delegation. Tamumu Ndialo, 87 years old. Farkun Novelet Bilal, 85 years old, Mohammed Ag Ifadahid, 81 years old, Serid Ag Taki, 86 years old. All of these people who were visited offered blessings for peace and social cohesion.
Since the establishment of the Institute of Solidarity by Decree number 1468 PRM on December 25, 2001, it is reassuring to note with satisfaction the diligence and perseverance that everyone consistently demonstrates for the success of the scheduled activities. The annual celebration of the Month of Solidarity and the fight against exclusion serves as a reminder to all that solidarity is an everyday action in our society.
This 30th edition, held under the theme Solidarity in Cultural Diversity, the foundation of an inclusive society, once again demonstrates the determination of the highest transitional authorities to make culture the cornerstone of our country, the only guarantee of sharing, peace, stability, and a foundation for an inclusive society where everyone is valued, everyone is accepted, and the essentials are shared.
It should be noted that the sponsor for the Semuan region is Mr. Arabakan Agab Zayek, Mayor of the urban commune of Kidal.
In an atmosphere of compassion and gratitude, the regional authorities are distributing food supplies to the elderly. As symbols of wisdom and collective memory, these beneficiaries receive kits consisting mainly of rice and corn.
We are gathered here today, all of us together, to celebrate this special occasion. What has become a habit, a tradition, the month of solidarity. And this marks 37 years that we have proudly celebrated this date in support of people who are in need.
Simple gestures, but full of meaning, to ease, even if just a little, the daily lives of the beneficiaries.
I would like to express our deep gratitude for this gesture of care and solidarity. Receiving this food support during such a difficult time is truly a relief for us. It shows that we have not been forgotten by the transitional authorities. We pray for peace, health, and social cohesion in our country, and we encourage the continuation of such actions in favor of the most vulnerable.
These actions are part of the Week from God to the Elderly, a week included in the agenda of the 31st edition of the Month of Solidarity and the Fight Against Exclusion, celebrated this year under the themes of inclusion and human dignity.
Food for elderly people, they were praying for the army and all. Families have added another video to this one. After the Malian Prime Minister has inaugurated the agriculture project, he went on to lay a foundation for the traditional council building. Families, please listen and watch that one, and I'll be back.
In Mali, the Prime Minister, Major General Abdoulaye Maïga, yesterday laid the foundation stone for the vestibule of traditional authorities, an achievement that will honor and strengthen the crucial role of these guardians of tradition in building a new Mali. Nadim Baba Sise and Maulu Dandina.
On a working visit to the legendary city of the 333 saints, the Prime Minister, Major General Abdoulaye Maïga, who is also the Minister of Territorial Administration and Decentralization, laid the foundation stone for the vestibules of the traditional authorities. He was accompanied by an important delegation, including notably the Minister of Health and Social Development, the Minister of Agriculture, as well as members of his cabinet and several officials from his department. This highly symbolic gesture pays tribute to the traditional authorities, custodians of the ancestral values of society.
We are experiencing the most joyful day thanks to this act of historical significance, a day to be remembered by generations. No central government has ever given so much consideration to the traditional authorities. However, it is only right that we, the traditional authorities, acknowledge and commend the efforts made by the transitional authorities to restore the rightful place of the traditional authorities over time.
The future complex will include a vestibule, a main building with a meeting room and offices, 2 guest accommodations, and outdoor restrooms. Everything will be built in Alhor, following the traditional architecture of the Medina of Timbuktu. This project fulfills a promise made by the head of state to restore the prestige of the traditional authorities, given the central role they play in society.
The construction of a vestibule dedicated to the authorities and traditional leaders in all regions is part of the transitional government's vision, in accordance with the instructions of the head of state, aiming to enhance the role and status of traditional authorities and leaders in local governance, and to recognize the prominent role these authorities play in maintaining social cohesion and community mediation.
In this context, the government has undertaken strong actions. This includes the enshrinement of traditional authorities and leaders in our constitution, which reflects the national will to grant them a recognized institutional role as a pillar of our identity and guardian of our values.
As part of this visit, it was also announced that the Timbuktu region will host the national phase of the Artistic and Cultural Biennale next December. The Prime Minister urged all local stakeholders to become fully involved to ensure the success of this major event, which holds an important place on the agenda of the highest authorities.
Families, you heard everything. Thank you so much. I will leave you here. A lot of projects are going on left and right, and I'm sure they will all be completed. The Traditional Council is very important when it comes to Africa because they hold powers. I said that before, they hold a lot of power, so they also have to have their place that they can meet, discuss things that concerning the country, the citizens, and everything. Once you satisfy them, you have peace. And so I'm happy that this foundation is laid, apart from the agriculture one that will provide many food for the citizens as well. And some people will get a job to do. This is also important. I'm sweaty. I will leave you here. Please leave comment what you think about that. Congratulations to them. All our leaders are playing their part. Whatever they promise, they provide. And this is an example of what they are doing to help bring peace, especially when it comes to Mali. These traditional authorities matters a lot because that is one of the problems as well that is causing these terrorists and all that. When they disagree, things will not go right. So it's better to put them at one place and let's see how it will work out. I'm sure it will be good. Congratulations to our president, the prime minister, for laying this foundation. I can't wait to see the finishing mansion that they will build for them, and also the agriculture part as well. Thank you so much, my families. I will leave you here. Credit to RTB News and ORTM YouTube channel for sharing these information with us. God bless you all. My VIPs, my kings and queens, my returning families. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, your contributions, your encouragement, the super chatters. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. God bless you. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.